Greetings and salutations, everyone. Let's get right into it. Going to the asteroid because it too has a phase-on section that we need to go through. But we kind of needed everything we need to just to get into the phase-on section. Definitely notable notice. I'm good with my words today. To be fair, I've been doing this all in one go. Can't blame me for that. But we need the screw attack so we can get through those blocks. Those very specific blocks. And you need space jump to get up this. Definitely need super missiles. Lots of little things like that. Need the ice beam. So doing all those things, like doing everything, hasn't been for naught. We want to go down here. I'm going to switch to regular. So we got the golden Torizo. Or as I like to say, the golden Dorito. So, his the name of the game is that he's got a weak spot in his chest, but if you try to use missiles on him, you capture them. However, if you use missiles while he's spewing out his fireballs, eggs, I don't judge. We're going to also see occasionally these red eggs that fly up. We need to destroy those because those will heal him if we don't get rid of them. You know, because this wasn't difficult enough as it is. Luckily, health and ammunition really shouldn't be a problem. Plasma beam is helpful for this guy because it travels through enemies, which means that even when he's shooting, facing the wrong way, it may not hurt him, but we can get rid of the axe. Oh, Alex, stop it. No. Like I said, realistically, it's not going to be a problem when it comes to health and ammunition, just because, you can shoot his attacks, and you can see they'll just drop stuff like crazy. It's not even fair, how crazy. And since I have the Chosen Charm as well, I can increase my chances a bit. He's just difficult just because you can only hit him from the front. And you can't get, good missile hits. And that window is very small to actually hit him. No, it's not. Oh gosh, I keep holding still because I don't want to actually go and commit all the way. And he's being super good about it. Just give him some more space. You can only attempt to hit him with missiles once he's basically attacking you with his little fire attack. That is he'll block other missiles. He won't block your beams, thankfully. But you definitely deal more damage with the missiles. So, we try to make that count. It's not always a clean fight. Open up that door so we can run all the way this way. Oh no, I know where I think that one is always a pit block. But it's not. It's bomb that one so we can go over here. That's a big Chosen statue with a big egg, big item, the Super Blast. This greatly enhances the power of our super missiles and the splash radius, as I shall demonstrate. It's huge, also necessary. That's how we get to the end of the game, but we need to make a pit stop, because if you notice on my little equipment screen over in the miscellaneous column, there's one more right above the bomb beam adapter we need to go grab. Plus, we actually have to go back to, I guess, the entrance of that. I think it's actually called, the Chozo Temple, or the Phase-on Temple. But you have to go back there to actually get to the end part of the game anyway. So, I just go ahead and be like, right. So you can go, we're going to go kill the rest of the Metroids. It goes from 5, 10, 15, and 25 as far as the number of blocks are concerned. Oh no! Oh no! I want the speed booster. I want the speed booster. Need it. It's gonna save me so much time doing it this way. Trust me, going back and redoing that is way better than trying to go all the way around. It's not a fun day. Alright, back in the world of Phase-on. I believe first, yep, we're gonna go down. That's the way we'll go. Here we go. Lots of Phase-on. Take the screw attack blocks, yes. It's much faster. Do need to open that with a super, unfortunately, but it's a price we pay. Alright, I believe it took 4 super missiles, possibly 5. It takes 3 now for those phase-on ones. Alright, I am going to do a quick safety save in case this goes wrong. It shouldn't, but, you know, stuff happens. I will grab that, the 6th energy tank. That's more safety than anything else. I can go with 5, that's not a problem. Alright, so here we go, the big one, the Omega Metroid. Super missiles are the way to go, but we want to time these. We don't want to spam them out. We want to make sure that they essentially take the 2 hits when they connect. Plus, those fireballs can actually block the shot, which we don't want to do. Makes that so much easier, though. So much easier. Ah, no, I thought he was going to stick to the ground. Oh, wow, okay. I think I have just enough supers with Super Blast that this should kill him. I think it takes 8. Ah, 6. Okay. What was I worried about? What was I worried about? Now I'll go down first. I actually probably just could have used normal missile for that one, but... I'll gladly take the hits, so long as I can make sure that I stick right up close and personal. You can also use a magnetic shield. I'm trying to save him just in case. Like a fight gets too ugly, but it shouldn't. Oh, I forgot I have some meaning for this part. Good call on my part. This is what I meant. Actually, I'll just keep it on ice. Ah! I've been really good at missing supers, let me tell you. Yes, that's worked out beautifully. I don't think this is the one that has... Nope. Is there... Hang on, let me double check that there isn't. Okay, good. As long as there wasn't another door. It's difficult to remember every single tiny detail that exists in this world. But I think we are done with this section. Aw, I thought for sure that was gonna get me there. Let me double check the map. I think we're good. I think I get 20 and then we go back up. It's hard to tell. Alright. Not gonna bother saving there. This is where we go full crazy mode. There we go. Ah! Stuff hurts me. Alright, we're gonna go over here. Where bam, another Omega. I think I hit the ground accidentally. That's impressive. Shouldn't affect me too bad. Because he definitely got caught up in the splash effect. Good. That'll work. Oops. Grab those. Ah, I did it this time. I learned. Now there should be. Hello there. Now those blocks do get destroyed. Because that's just... Super missiles destroy everything. Also, I think they're just actual... Like, those are pit blocks there. The rest are, like, destroyable blocks. Use the flame blocks to get to this side. You don't need to. But it just makes it a little bit easier because the Metroid is right up there. Perfect. Yeah, I wanted a nice super drop. We're not going to go through the green door that actually contains a... whatchamacallit? A save room. Which is nice, casually speaking. But we don't need it. Because we've got plenty to spare. Perfect. Go over here. We're gonna actually grab those supers and then fall down. Aha! another... Oh, no. This is gonna loud. I've got the energy, that's fine. Yes. Alright. And then we journey up here. There's normally a big block that says 25 right there. There we go. So now we got the hyper shields, so now we can shoot missiles without disabling the magnetic shield. Basically, it's now just pure invincibility. Which, only, like, casually speaking, it's actually a really cool item. That's not entirely necessary, but we will take it. Oh, I know what I should have done. I discovered this recently, and it's a little too late now. We're going full throttle on this one. Definitely not going to be my 120 time limit there, but there's a speed block section that gets you to essentially this section a little bit faster. I'd say like maybe 30 seconds. Given everything. It's not too shabby. To be fair, we've had to like explain stuff. I've taken like a couple extra seconds for sure of on the item screen, as it were, when we pick them up. Not that I was intending to be like, oh yes, we'll beat our previous time. I'll tell you what I will do. I'm gonna grab some water real quickly, because I haven't actually had a drink since I started. Alright. Wrong direction at first. We're going back to the asteroid now. We're now in the actual final stretch. We've gotten all the major items, so we can just go all the way through. Actually, I think I will need to keep... I want to use the high speed. Well, that's not... That's... I guess not specifically the high speed. More the plasma beam in general. But we're going to want that instead of the flame beam. One of the... I guess it's 3 times we technically need it. So there's this room, which, as you may have noticed, it's drained all my resources except my energy. So that's a good sign, right? And of course, it's a Ridley. Now, on top of what else is going on here, there's... everything's covered in spikes. And then what isn't covered in spikes is filled with phase-on lava pits down at the bottom. So that's good. On top of that, you can see right underneath my health, there's a number, like 30-some-odd number in meters. That's the ceiling coming down on top of me. Like complete Indiana Jones style, this room is. I wanted those supers pretty badly. So we have to take this as an aerial fight, pretty much. We want to shoot his fireballs so we can actually start getting some supers. This is a little tricky, not gonna lie. God, if this goes wrong, I'm gonna be super upset. Those supers. I can use the magnetic shield. A good number of enemies will actually fly away from you if you turn on the magnet shield. So you can see Ridley does do that. It just gives you a little bit more breathing space. It's not completely necessary. Alright. Super missiles do make quick hit work. Usually I'm done with the fight by now. That gives you an idea of how terrible this is. Just how terrible this has been all going for me. To save some super missiles. For the very last part. We want that attack. That's the best attack for us. Alright, because I think he heals if we take too long. So we wanted to make sure we have enough super missiles once it turns red that we can just basically spam them out. But we were down to 8.6 meters. That's one of the worst times I've had. Or worst distances that I've had left for that. Oh, and we're escaping the artifact temple because it's exploding. It's an asteroid after all, you know. I can't believe I can't kill that guy. I can freeze him at close range. Can't kill him though. Just go figure, right? It wouldn't be a Metroid game without a something exploding. Be it space stations, planets... Equal opportunity explodist. That's what we are here. We don't... There's gonna be other planets we're leaving behind, so it's not a complete waste. Also, because we went back through that ring that is before Ridley, we have... Oh gosh, please work in here. We also have no resources, so no missiles and whatnot. Not a big problem. The room... The creator who made this expects you to get through back to your ship without needing any of your consumable items, as it were. But you can see some of the landscapes changed. Don't go through that door. It's sadness. It's not the way out. Here we go. Oh, I forgot for the first time. I actually want to go this way. And then flames for that particular wall. It's the only one of the free sections. Let's go attack up through that. Alright. And there we go. Easy, right? No. No. This is a long section. Oh no, they took my ship. And just wait for it. I'm so sleepy. It's very sleepy. Oh no. Alright, so now it's Mega Ridley. We actually want to use several super missiles right off the bat. So it's kind of the same strategy as last time. We want to shoot things so that we can get supers. Bring those back up. However, our chances are better for supers if we're not hurt. It does tend to give us energy. The map is kind of an infinite map where there's no limits. We're not like in an arena like we were from last time. We actually got a good number of supers. You can see there's green arrows to help show you where you need to go. I want to actually back up. There we go. So as health bar is the bottom right, as you might have seen. Not to mention there's also my timer down there. The timer's optional. I have that turned on. That helps me out, just kind of know how long I've been playing. It's an in-game timer, not a real timer. Like a real timer, like if you pause, the real world still keeps on going, but the in-game timer stops. Not to mention when you switch between planets, the in-game timer stops as well. But it gives you a good idea of kind of just how you're going, what's the pace. And you can see, like, we've unloaded a good number of, like, super missiles on him, and he still has a very healthy amount of health. But it's the only missiles we can use on him. We also don't get any more shield drops. Leave those behind. It's gonna be too bothersome to get those. Much better. We're just kind of... It might be hard to, in essence, see properly, but I'm making, like, these really big loops around it. I'm falling down, jumping around to the left, coming back up right. Just to make sure we get some space so that I can start shooting off the supers. The more supers you have for this, in essence, the less farming you have to do. You can just fire more quickly. Sometimes if you go too far away like that, the pickups are lost to space and time. They're just too far away for you to pick up. It's a sad thing, but that's why we don't try to dilly-dally when it comes to falling down and whatnot. But that particular, like, so the patterns he has for the flame attacks are the same as they are in that third Ridley fights, the one in the deep abyss. It's just, you're just fighting on a much larger scale. We're just used to this one. It's not the best one. I prefer when it's the ring of fire. That's the one we want to see. Don't always get our way, though. I can't believe I only got one super missile drop. I either was really bad... Okay. That's the worst attack, actually. The one we don't want to see. That's the one, because it's so much easier to hit all of those. Ring of Fire. Yeah, I don't mind that front attack. He's got another attack where he actually starts shooting, like, behind him from his tail. It is problematic. Because it's not... I'm like, because if I start shooting there, suddenly all the power-ups are behind him, and I don't want that. I don't need that. But this is honestly, like, a genuinely, like, good 6-minute boss fight. It's pretty long. It gets longer if you're getting, like, bad drops and whatnot. It actually wasn't a very good turnout, but you take a look. There were more off to the left, but better. That's much better. Oh, I was hoping to get greedy. Did not work out for me. At least one of those, so that as long as you need like one super missile, you get a good chance of finding super missile power pickups from the fireballs. Some distance here. Leave me alone. Yep, more lost this space and time. It's also why we try really hard to not get hit, because then it drops energy, and that's what we don't want. I have 6 energy tanks, I'm fine. Alright. That's also the attack we don't want. Come on, come on. It's the back attack. Of course it is. Just unload a couple. See if he behaves now. I'm probably gonna get so much energy drops. Well, I can see I got a few supers actually in there, so that's good. Still need more though. That's the truth. But we're getting there. Yes. Back up, because he's... Yep. Full salvo might do it if I get really lucky. Loop around. Yes, there we go. And then loop back. I'm gonna turn on the shields and quickly grab those. There we go. That's it. Yes, the galaxy is at peace. And then we just fall through the credits. But that's the thread never ends. I want to call it the never-ending threads. It makes more sense as a thing, but I think they're originally French given the translation, so I don't blame them. Like, it works really well otherwise. But there we go. That's all major items for this game. I actually did it in a pretty good time. Like, it'll show me as well as my item percentage, but I also have that stuff on my map. But, yeah, 127.48 is not a bad time. With 42% items, that's exactly what I want to see, 42%. That's with all the stuff I collected. There's like an energy tank technically I don't need, but I always collect it out of safety. There we go. But that's the whole game. All major items. It's actually, I genuinely like this game. Like, the story is a little bit weird. You know, what little story there is of it. But, because it actually plays really well, I forgive it. If it didn't play well, I wouldn't do this. But, I do love how this works. So hopefully, like, you know, hopefully you check this out yourself and get it. There's, like, it's pretty crazy how open, like I said, this game is. There's like, the stuff I have is not, like, an intended order as far as I know. There's so many things you can do. Like, when I faced Fantoon my first playthrough, I did not have face-on suits, which was a very difficult fight, let me tell you. It wouldn't be way later until I finally found where the face-on suit was hiding. That was a big That was a big barrier for me beating the game first time through. I was like, I can't get through the phase-on sections. But that is that. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this has either been entertaining or helpful for you. But that's gonna be it for me. This was just a nice little thing to show off because I was like, hey, it's actually really good and people should give it a try. But that's gonna be it for me. Thank you all for watching. I will see you next time. Take care, everyone.